my name's Pete Moss. I'm the Managing Director of a Birmingham-based manufacturer, Power Capacitors Limited. We celebrate our 50th year of trading in December, supplying capacitor equipment to major industrialists, contractors and end users. Our relationship with In-Comm started about 5 years ago. Our health and safety requirements have been managed by In-Comm and subsequently our quality requirements. So we have a health and safety consultant visit us once a quarter, and we have a quality consultant come and visit us once a month. A large proportion of our business involves site-related services, so health and safety issues were becoming a more relevant part of our business. It's not as if health and safety is not being a part of a business, but it had been deprioritised for a certain extent. People had struggled to find the time to allocate to it, so we felt we needed help. So we engaged In-Comm, as I say, about 5 years ago, initially on a relatively regular basis, because our house wasn't out of order, but it needed bringing into order. And so it took a little bit of time, and I'm sure that's quite common for the bricks to be put in place. But once they were in place, we now enjoy, as I say, a quarterly visit rather than, say, a monthly visit. So there has definitely been an outcome, and Mick, our consultant, is sort of on hand to help us with any particular issues we might get from the supply chain, particularly with questionnaires. There was an element of the devil we knew, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, we've been impressed with Mick particularly, and In-Comm as a company. We've been registered with a DQS since the mid-90s, so nearly 30 years now. So engaging a quality consultant wasn't new. It just so happened that there came a point where our consultant retired, and so we needed to embrace somebody else, and it seemed logical for us to go to a company that we knew, and as I say, Paul has been sort of helping us probably for the last 4 years now, and he's become part of the family. Quality accreditation is required to be able to deal with a lot of companies. So if you do not hold accreditation, frankly, you don't get any business. So the quality environment has shifted dramatically over the last 30 years. There is now far more relevance on risk rather than quality. So risk management is the key, and Paul has helped us with this transition from one quality environment to a slightly different quality environment. I think if to answer that, what would we have done without them in some respects? I mean, frankly, our health and safety house would probably not have been good enough to win the contracts that we win. Again, there's a lot of bureaucracy behind health and safety, a lot of box ticking, ensuring that the company is certified and holds the relevant accreditations. And similarly in the quality environment, the whole operation of this company revolves around the quality system. Everything is recorded, everything has a protocol. The system works for us, and Paul has ensured that on a day-to-day basis it works, and we have frankly sailed through audits over the last 4 or 5 years with compliments flying from the auditors. So he's doing a great job, but so are the staff, in the sense the staff are engaged, and everybody has to be engaged and committed to the processes that we have in place. I mean, people are far more aware with the risk management issues, particularly with quality, having to record and actually recording the issues when they go wrong is important, because we are now in a position where we weren't previously, where we put a cost on problems. People make mistakes. We would love to do everything 100% correct, but mistakes are made across the board, from administrators not completing a form out correctly, to site engineers taking longer than they should to complete a job, to workshop staff not testing equipment to the point where there might be a loose connection where it should have been picked up. So all of these problems, when they arise, and we are not trouble-free. We run a shop, a company that, like everybody else, it's human nature. People make mistakes, and but things are recorded, and employees are encouraged to bring these issues to light so that they can be addressed, and hopefully any improvements can be introduced. Yeah, we get our dates from In-Comm, so we know when Mick's coming in, we know when Paul's coming in, and they literally just sort of walk in through the door, might get a good morning out of them, they go and sit at a desk. They engage, as I say, they're part of the family. As I said earlier, we're a small business. On any given day here in the factory, we might have 15 to 20 people, and everybody's on first name terms. They've embraced the company's embraced them, and to all intents and purposes, they're employees for one day a month or one day a quarter. And I'm sure they feel the same way. So yeah, they make a decent cup of coffee as well. So.
We'll end up